So this is where we're getting towards the end of the painting. It's coming together now, and you just want to look at it overall and see what else you can add to it. You need to think about the colour. Is it vibrant enough? In this case, I think we could add some more colour to the ear, the nose. I think the mouth needs a bit more work. I think the top lip needs to be a bit darker and maybe some more gradients and a little bit of colour definition on the bottom lip as well. With the eyes, I think I'm gonna not do too much to those, and then at the end with some pencil just define them a bit more and see how that looks. And then if we need to add anything more, any more colour, then we can after that. But I'm liking how the shapes are all coming together. We could add something in here. So there is, on the reference, there is quite a bit of shadow here. So maybe we could do something here. Maybe we'll do that now. So let's get a number 5 brush. Let's go in with the red one. Plenty of water. I don't want this to be too dark. It's just a light wash. Just see how this looks. If it doesn't look good, we can quickly get the paper on it. You can bring that down off the face just to add another contrasting shape. Yeah. That just adds a little bit more definition and shadow to that cheek rather than just being a bit flat. But we don't want to do too much more to that because we want all the main focus to be on the features really, and the edges, not too much going on. So let's, so colour wise, I think we want to add a bit more to the ear and just make it pop. The ear, the nose. So let's go into the blush. Let's make this ear pop out, even though on the reference, as I mentioned earlier, it's not all one colour. I'm just going to make it pop out with a bit of colour on there. That might be a bit too dark. Let's add some water to it. Wash it out a bit. I think that's alright. And then we're going to add that same blush value to the nose. And I want to actually bring this shadow up a bit higher here, rather than coming round like this. So that it looks like, so we want to think about the ball of the nose coming round there and then going up the other side. If we wash out the nostrils a bit, don't worry, we can go in afterwards and re-establish those, but that looks okay. Yeah. Okay, and then with the eyes, do we maybe want to make this a bit pop out a bit more, with a bit more red here? Let's do that, but not too strong. Just a bit of a wash over there. Just over this section here, I think. You see, that's made that pop out a bit. Should we see what it looks like with the eye? Yeah, that looks better. We can probably do the same here as well. Just add a bit more colour around here. Not too much. do the same with the other eye. Joining up these shapes here. Let's make this darker as well. Yeah, that looks good. Maybe we can just turn this into another shape coming up here just for aesthetics. See, this looks a bit messy here, but that's okay. Just about. So with the mouth, I want to make the top darker, but I still want to keep it pretty cool. So rather than just going in with the blush, that's going to be, so I'm just going to separate this. So this is what I do when I do the original pools of water, pools of colour. I'll use them then at the later stage. I kind of often mix them together or change it around. So I want to make something that kind of colour. Just darken this top lip. It's a bit too dark, but let's put a bit of water in there. Bring that out here. That's too much. Let's get the tissue. So that's already made a big, massive difference. Having that top lip darker balances out a lot more. And then with the bottom lip, we just want to add a bit more. Let's keep it quite. Let's put some red along the top. And the bottom. And then we can blend those in if we want, or see how it looks. Keeping the highlight. And maybe just pulling it down. So I'm going to mix a bit of that, the coolness we just put on the top lip, to make underneath the lip a bit darker. And then that will blend in a bit to the wetness we just put into the bottom lip there. And then I'll blend out this both sides. Not too much water on the other side. Yeah. So that's looking a lot better. I think we've got the darkness, nostrils, the anchor points, you know, around here. That's the right darkness. We've got enough colour on the ear, the nose, around the eyes. We've got enough shapes. So the only thing I like to do now, I'm gonna dry it, and then afterwards just go in with some pencil and just sharpen up a couple of these edges, especially around the eyes, and then see how it looks after that, and then see if it needs anything else.